Time now for the morning rush. Another delayed start for ART. You'll now have to wait until mid-2020 to see buses on the ART route. The city tells KRQE that it's waiting for all 20 of the new diesel-powered buses to be delivered to Albuquerque. Those buses will replace all of the electric buses, which the city sent back to BYD late last year over concerns over the quality of the buses.
We will see quite a bit of cloud cover over the state today, but it's not going to hurt the warm up. Those temperatures even warmer than yesterday. Widespread 60s, 70s and 80s, even overnight, likely to stay quiet. Just a slight chance of a few spot storms possible out towards the eastern state line. Dry conditions everywhere come Thursday and Friday. David?
Senate hearings are set for today on Boeing's 737 MAX 8 plane. Something senators could bring up is a plane operated by Southwest Airlines that experienced engine trouble shortly after takeoff overnight. Officials say the plane did not have passengers on it when its number 2 engine began overheating because of debris on the runway. It returned to Orlando International Airport. Back here in Albuquerque, the city says a new portal that lets employees report crashes in city vehicles will be finished in a couple of months. Now, that comes after new data shows that there is no accurate record of all crashes involving city vehicles, and that's because many are not reported to risk management.
In 24 hours, we could find out if Attorney General Hector Valderas will enter the race for U.S. Senate. A spokesperson says Valderas plans on addressing the race tomorrow. Yesterday, Senator Tom Udall announced that he will not be seeking re-election in 2020. Assistant Speaker of the House, Ben Ray Lujan, tells the Santa Fe New Mexican he is seriously looking into running. The maker of prescription painkiller OxyContin, who is being sued by New Mexico, will have to pay $270 million to Oklahoma. The state settling a lawsuit against Purdue Pharma. Oklahoma claimed the drug manufacturer caused a nationwide opioid abuse epidemic by marketing the drug. No word on if New Mexico will also settle. On to news new at 6. North Country Smokehouse recalling more than 2,600 pounds of ready-to-eat sausage because they could contain metal. The affected items have a use-by date of May 9th. Another item has a use-by date of April 23rd. The meat was sold nationwide. Consumers who have them should toss them out.
The man accused in the murder of Officer Daniel Webster is scheduled to go on trial next week. Now an arrest warrant is out for a woman police are calling a key witness in that case. 2 years ago, Savannah Garcia testified that she was riding on the back of a motorcycle being driven by Devon Lyman when he allegedly shot and killed Officer Webster. Garcia has cut off all communication with the Attorney General's office. Looking ahead for you on April 16th, plans for Guardian Storage to build a new 3-story storage facility will be heard before a zoning meeting. Now, this will decide if the project can move forward. It's near Oso Grande Park, and neighbors are worried that it will threaten the scenic views, increase traffic, and affect the wildlife.
Bernalillo County one step closer to renovating and expanding the government center. The county commission awarding an Albuquerque company the contract last night. The architect group will be tasked with remodeling parts of the center and building a new building. The county plans to close other buildings, creating one flagship center. Total cost for this, nearly $48 million. Kristen.
Metro Threat Index at a 0 for today. I've got no problems here in Albuquerque, mostly to partly sunny skies and highs in the 70s.
New at 6 today is American Red Cross Giving Day. Now their goal is to raise enough donations in 24 hours to help 2,500 families. The Red Cross helps people who have been impacted after a disaster or even a house fire. The easiest way to give to the Red Cross is through their website.
Vogue is highlighting a group of northern New Mexico women, Tiwa Women United in Española, is wrapping up its first training program for doulas. Doulas support women before, during, and after labor. The 7-month program covers everything from fertility to miscarriage.
2 U.S. lawmakers from New Mexico are introducing legislation now to make White Sands a national park. Right now, it's only a national monument. U.S. Senator Martin Heinrich and Representative Xochitl Torres Small, they are reintroducing that legislation. They say the move could draw more visitors and more money into that region's economy. Kristen.
Time now for a check on traffic. Now, at this point, we're not showing anything on the map. However, we do have a live look from I-25 northbound near the Athletic Casino. We've got some police activity there, some very slow going on the interstate this morning. No word yet on what that police activity is, but of course, we will keep you updated once we know more.
A New Mexico boy just named as an ambassador to help families with Down syndrome is getting a whole lot of attention at school, even signing a few autographs these days. We told you about 10-year-old Ian Anderson on Monday. He is from Los Lunas. He's the new ambassador for the nonprofit Nothing Down. His mother tells us after his story ran with us, kids in Ian's class have been asking for his autograph.
Pretty cool.
We're taking you back 49 years ago on this day, March 27th in 1970. We had an F0 tornado reported just 3 miles south of the Sempor. Crazy enough that it was that close to Albuquerque, but even crazier was the fact that it happened in the morning in the 10 a.m. hour there. That was on this day about 49 years ago. Time now for the 5 facts.
This morning, if you're an avid outdoorsman, fishing and hunting licenses for the 2019 through 2020 season, they're now on sale. Anglers are going to also need a fishing license beginning April 1st. The first hunting season of 2019, first hunt rather, will be for spring turkeys. If you purchased a game hunting or game fishing license through the draw application, it's now available in your account. That's under My Purchases.
Number 4 now, construction continues on westbound I-40 near the Big I. You can likely expect delays for your morning drive today. The project to replace concrete slabs was supposed to wrap up Monday, but the DOT says the road closure will last a few more days because bad weather threw them off schedule. The overall nearly $9.5 million project will not be complete until this summer.
At number 3, the warm-up continues today. Albuquerque well above average in the upper 70s. Wind relatively light, but the cloud cover stays. High clouds streaming over the state through the entire afternoon. Spot storms out east tomorrow. More wind to finish the week.
Number 2 now, it's still going to be another year before ART buses are up and running in the city. That means those bus lanes will stay empty for all of 2019. The city tells News 13 that it's waiting for all 20 of the new diesel-powered buses to be delivered to Albuquerque. Those buses will replace all of the electric buses, which the city sent back to BYD late last year. This was over late delivery and concerns about the quality of the buses. They expect to launch mid-2020. City says in the meantime, it's trying to fix up any of the signal timing issues. And at number 1, an arrest warrant remains in effect this morning for the woman police are calling a key witness in the murder of Officer Daniel Webster. 2 years ago, Savannah Garcia testified that she was riding on the back of a motorcycle being driven by Devon Lyman when he allegedly shot and killed Officer Webster. Lyman is scheduled to go on trial next week, and Garcia has cut off all communication with the Attorney General's office.